Audrey, it's fine.
Just a sensible amount of pause that.
Gonna get crunk, eyebrows on fleek.
Alright, whenever you're ready, on 3, 2.
Hey, welcome to the podcast. I'm Audrey.
I'm Abby.
And today we're analyzing This Is America, the new song by Childish Gambino. It's supposed to. Okay, so we'll stop here.
Yeah.
So here, Donald Glover portrays a Jim Crow caricature, and he's even wearing the yellow shoes as depicted in this image. It's not focusing.
Slowly but surely.
Well,
You can just put it.
yeah.
We can fix it later.
And then also he's doing traditional dance moves, traditional African dance moves, and I don't know, what else have you found?
Also, something else is that his dance moves are meant to distract you from everything that's happening in the background.
Yeah, definitely, and there's a mix between the traditional African ones and then the like
Trendy.
pop culture one, like nowadays.
Like, Black Boy JB was featured in the video, like as a Mad Lib, just in the background.
Yeah.
And actually, at some point in the video, he does like hit the dance that he popularized. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah.
And so, like, I thought that was also like good to like throw in there. But yeah.
And also, do you want to talk about the school kids?
Yeah.
How they were dancing with him and they were doing like popular dance moves, and while all this craziness is happening behind them,
They're just there dancing and smiling.
yeah, and there's, you know, obviously they're distracted, or I guess they're being a distraction,
Yeah.
and it's masking all the violence and etc.
Yeah.
And then there's people filming them.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the teenagers that were sitting up at the top. Yeah, they're just sitting there chilling and filming everything that's going on, all the chaos, which is also something big, too. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, because, I mean, even like fights are videotaped today.
Yeah, and people love seeing fights. People
Oh, yeah.
love watching
There's
violence,
And
and
accounts on Instagram that have, 1.1 million followers and all this
Yeah.
other bullshit. But
also what he brings to attention is gun violence is so popular in today's music, especially hip hop.
Glamorized,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's glamorized, and I think he's trying to show us the negative effects of it, because when we see a shooting or we hear about any violence, people look the other way because it's normal now. It's normalized
which
because now it's
fucked.
it's basically pop culture at this point.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something else to say.
We could talk about the horse.
The horse?
Horse, yeah, with death.
Oh yeah, the white horse. Okay, so in Christianity, the white horse is a symbol for death.
It's a part of the Four Horsemen.
Yeah, of the
Apocalypse, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then there's a cop car that I didn't even actually really notice until Audrey pointed it out. That's coming behind it, and that's supposed to symbolize hell, right?
Like following death, which like the rider is totally wearing like black clothing, and he symbolizes death as well as the horse.
Yeah. But I thought that was an interesting part of the video.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it just like came out of nowhere and then just kind of disappeared. So I didn't even notice it the first 2 times that I watched it.
And again, it's happening in the background.
Yeah.
So-
But you're so distracted by what he's doing and by what's going on in the forefront that,
Yeah, which like
that's like a symbol within itself that doesn't really need to be explained very much. But yeah.
and then we can talk about the gospel singers.
Yeah, what do you think that is? Because I don't
Well,
really
there
what to
was
think
a
about
few
that
like
one.
church shootings. I think there was one in 2015, and there was one in Texas recently. I think again it's just like normalizing gun violence.
Yeah.
And then also at that point of the song, it was happy and, joyful. And then they were killed, so... Yeah.
I don't know. I can't like really, I don't know what to think about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely open to interpretation.
Like the whole rest of the video.
Yeah, I mean, the whole video, of course. But also, Cass actually said something like, they're saying get your money instead of like rejoicing God and stuff, which I'm not exactly sure what to take from that, but there's definitely something there, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a deeper meaning behind that.
I mean, like, I know this might be a little bit off topic, but anytime like I go to church, like they focus much more on, like these summer camps are happening and we've gotten this amount of money for it, and donate to this and this, and they spend more time talking about that than they actually do talking about whatever their sermon is over. So I don't know what that says about them, but I don't know, that's definitely something I've noticed, because like churches in little town Texas, big churches here, churches in California.
I mean, I've definitely seen it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everywhere. It's not just in one part of the U.S. for sure.
And then, what do you think about him shooting this guy who's like playing the guitar?
I don't know, because the thing that stood out to me was that the video starts out so calm, peaceful, kind of. And so everything's chill, and then he walks over and it's still pretty peaceful, and then he shoots the guy, and then it all just like bam, like the beat drops, everything just goes to shit basically after.
Also, he's not wearing shoes, which like I don't know if that means anything.
And he's got a hood over his face.
Yeah.
Face looks.
Cause you know how like on the Abbey Road album, I forgot which Beatle it is, but he's not wearing shoes. I'm not saying that's symbolizing that, but like it seems like not wearing shoes can symbolize something.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I wonder what that would symbolize. That's a good question.
Yeah. You guys can help us out in the comments. But like really though, if you have something to say, please leave it down below. And then
the kid that brought him that's taking the gun away.
Oh yeah, that happened like twice or something. Whenever he shot people.
When he shot the people, a kid brought like a big gun in.
And then he like held out the towel thing. I don't know what to call it, but
also I don't know if you noticed, but in the gospel shooting part, he's got like a smile on his face and he's dancing, and all of a sudden his like face just drops.
Yeah,
that's when
I remember.
Does it? So I don't really know exactly what that is supposed to mean, but I don't know. Yeah. That definitely stood out to me for sure.
Oh, and then SZA.
Yeah, I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. Let me look at that real fast.
Okay.
So I don't know why she's in the music video. The only reason that I could think is because she's another big African American pop culture icon.
There might be like a part 2 or like another single that's going to drop, and she might be in it. I don't know.
Because I mean, I saw her post pictures on Instagram of her on set.
Yeah, me too.
But it was very big. So, but I don't know. Literally the only reason I could even think why she would just be sitting on a car is because she's another big pop culture icon. But that's pretty much all that I can think of for that. But also, I don't remember where it was, but that guy that flew over the edge.
Yeah, I think that was like when he was still dancing with the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that.
Want me to go there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it just kind of like happened in the background, so I don't know if that's like another like symbol for kind of just turning our heads to suicide or whatever. I don't know.
I'm so pretty.
Did you fall yet? No. Did you already fall? Oops.
Okay. I'm so pretty.
Okay, we'll start from here, I guess.
Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping up. Look how I'm kicking up. I'm so pretty.
Yeah.
I'm on Gucci. I'm so pretty.
Okay.
So I mean, And the kids are still dancing and everything is still happening. So, I mean.
And I think a big thing that we haven't touched yet is when he's like shooting a gun he doesn't have, you know? When he's just like holding like that. And I think what that symbolizes is like people are just like, they're scared of, I guess, like black men who don't even have guns.
Because of the way that society has framed them.
And it's like they, in a way, like they're even more scared than like when he did have a gun. And just like the idea of him being able to shoot a gun, I guess, is terrifying to them.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, that's a really good scene to point out.
Yeah.
The end where he's running.
Yeah. Okay. So that was like the police chasing him.
But in the lyrics, it says, "You just a black man in this world, you just a barcode."
So thank you so much for watching this podcast. I'm Audrey.
I'm Abby.
And goodbye.
Sayonara. See you later.
Bye.
Awesome analysis.
I couldn't think of anything smart.
Yeah, me neither. I was like,
Intellectual.